We've seen lots of hints, heavy hints from President Biden that he's going to run again. Is that a good decision, do you think, for the Democrats?
I think that at this stage, if he announces and they support him, that should be called elder abuse. Although if he can mumble and bumble through his announcement, it'll be a major accomplishment. Polls show that most of the folks, even in his party, think he's too old to run. He'll be 82 if he gets reelected again. But by the same token, Donald Trump is not far behind him. The difference is the energy level, the cognitive level that these two men have. But it's interesting, some of the polling that people are looking at, elder Americans, are kind of split on the issue as well. Some people in their 80s are saying, oh, it's way too old. It takes too much energy. Others, say, no, we're all fit and fine at that age. So it all depends on kind of people's personal perspective on whether he's too old to be president again.
Do you think, Steve, that there should be an upper age limit set as to when you could actually enter the presidential race?
I think it really is up to the people to look at the track record and again, the cognitive abilities, the health and fitness level of individuals in any job, frankly. Telling people they got to leave a job simply because they're 65 or 75, or in this case, in a presidency. If people would get the straight scoop on his condition, and I think more importantly, is his condition affecting the way we withdrew from Afghanistan, the way we're getting out of Sudan? Y'all dealt with that earlier with the British perspective. And then, on energy policy, I think his policies are a bigger issue, frankly, than his age.
And whereas it's a different problem for Trump, he keeps finding himself back in court. Manhattan today. Bring us up to speed on this. This isn't to be confused with the porn star hush money. This is all in relation to rape allegations.
Yeah, if there's a case that's even sketchier than the bookkeeping case that in criminal court in New York, it's this one. Woman claims that nearly 30 years ago, Donald Trump met her at random at Bergdorf store, convinced her to go into the lingerie section to let her try on lingerie for him to see. And in a dressing room, she claims that he raped her. She pursued this case for the first time in 2019 when she coincidentally had a book tour she was on. She included it in the book, had never made the claim publicly before then. It was statute of limitations. Just sued, claiming he defamed her when he denied the rape allegations, didn't even pursue a rape claim at that point. And then in 2022, the state of New York passed a one-year bill that allows for old rape cases to be brought for a one-year period. She brought that and another defamation case against. That's the one that's going into civil court, which means that a jury only has to find more likely than not beyond a reasonable doubt like you do in a criminal case. This one just has to kind of get past the 50-yard line to prevail. And there are some concerns that some of her testimony does not make sense. She claims nobody has funded her case. It turns out that Reid Hoffman, a Democrat billionaire who hates Trump, is helping fund her case. And she's also claiming she still has the dress that she was wearing that day. At one point, she was wanting to get DNA evidence from President Trump to prove that it was on the dress. Shades of President Bill Clinton and Lewinsky, who keeps a dress for nearly 30 years when she's never made the claim.
Goodness me. Who knows even if DNA would last that long? I suspect not, but I'm no expert. I just want to ask you, before we let you go, about Tucker Carlson. People at home who may not know who he is, huge Fox News anchor, regularly pulling in 3.3 million viewers of an evening. He has spectacularly walked away or been pushed, I'm not quite sure, from Fox News. Any link, perhaps, to this Dominion settlement that Rupert Murdoch had to pay out tens of millions for?
I think the bigger link is that you've had Fox News move to the left in the last several years after some of the leadership moved on. They have not been embracing the more conservative viewpoint. They've become virulently anti-Trump, and those that are kind of moving up the ladder at Fox are in that category. Interesting that with Tucker Carlson's departure, Fox News lost about 5% of market share. So it cost them nearly $1 billion in value. He'll be fine. He'll make his own way, and he'll be kind of like Bill O'Reilly, another former Fox personality who's now making a lot more money working with a podcast and with other media outlets rather than Fox.